Hello everybody, how's it going? Carl Screezilla here, and I hope you're all well, and welcome to a little video, basically revisiting an old video I made, tips and tricks. This is a tips and tricks video on the mission editor for test flights. Now this is something not a lot of people know about, it seems, and it's a really useful tool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the Tempest Mark II here, and we are going to take it into effectively a AI realistic battle in test flight. So go to test flight. Now I will warn you, I'm pretty sure you need to have premium account to make this work properly because, yeah, Gaijin. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to mission editor. So this is a button that people miss all the time. Now this is only for air vehicles and only for planes, so not helicopters either. So what you can do with this is you can select certain maps. So say we want to go to Battle of Port Moresby, for instance. We can select the different sections as well. Papua New Guinea East, let's go. And we're going to go for a air combat patrol. So this bit here, the scenario, gives you lots of different options. So you can cover bombers, you can attack ground targets, you can free flight, or you can head to head. Now free flight's really useful if you want to learn a map. If you want to learn the areas of a map, that's a really useful tool to have because it just lets you mess around in the air. But we're going to go air combat mission because I want to practice my shooting skills because I've not flown for a long time. So we're going to go realistic, we're going to go day, we're going to go all of that. So next, so all of these you can choose as well. You can change the allied aircraft skill, the enemy aircraft skill. You can change to arcade, realistic, custom, whatever you want. Time of day, you can do whatever you want as well. And of course, you can change the weather. Mission start as well. You can choose to take off. You can choose to take off, proceed to target. So you can choose lots of different options, whatever you want to practice effectively. So we're going to start off in the air. Now, you can also have limited fuel and limited bullets, but if you're practicing, probably best to have that off so you can sort of get a few more than you normally get. Now, we're going to go for Allied fighters. We're going to go for no Allied fighters, and this is the interesting bit. So you can choose to have Allied fighters to give you a bit of extra cover, but you can also choose what you're going up against. Now, different missions give you different options. If you're going to, say, attack enemy bombers, you'll have enemy bombers to attack. If you're, say, attacking planes, fighters, say, fighter patrol, then you'll have fighters to attack. Now, this also depends on the map you choose. Because we've gone Port Moresby, we're going to be fighting the Japanese, of course. So, say there's a certain plane that you're already struggling against because you just can't seem to shoot it down. You just have a lot of trouble taking it out of the air. So say that is the Ki-96, for instance. We're going to go the Ki-96. Now, with that, you can choose if you want to have secondary weapons, things like that. If they have them available, you can choose those. You can also choose the amount of vehicles. So we're going to go 9 for this one. So we're going to apply that, and the mission's going to start for us. So this tool is really useful if you want to get some practice in. Now, I do find with top tier jets, it's a little bit buggy. So we're going to skip past all of that. You get some nice intros and cinematic things. But yeah, with top tier jets, it can be a little bit buggy. So that's one of the things. It usually works better for props, in all honesty. Just because, well, yeah, Gaijin is not great at keeping things up to date. So in this mission, we've got 4 planes, and that means we've got 4 attempts as well. So if we get shot down, we can keep going. We've effectively got 4 lives on us. Now, as you can see, we have got AI ground vehicles around as well. So you will have things like AA. You can choose to have, say you're going for a ground attack mission, you can have actual AA bursts hit you. You can practice weaving around flak. You can practice attacking ships. There's so many options that you get to choose from. One of the other things I've noticed is I think they've removed some of the options for the heavy bombers, unfortunately. Okay, we've got some enemies on our 6. So we are going to try and loop around and get these guys. So we're going to go up. And we're going to try and get behind these guys. Now, the enemy will fight you pretty well usually. They'll generally do a good job of giving you some okay targets to attack. Now, they're not going to be perfect because it is the AI. And as we know, the AI in War Thunder is pretty terrible. Sometimes. But it's a really good way of practicing your air RB skills, because it gives you some real targets to fight against, real planes, and real conditions as well. So it's a very good option just to give you that sort of like a little bit more of a realistic practice. So if you are a bit rusty, it's better than test flight because you actually get different planes to fight against. They're not just going to be flying in a loop, they are going to be attacking you as well. They will try and defend, they will try and take you off their 6 and things like that. So it gives you a good option just to get your eye into the game, and just gives you that little bit of experience and familiarity as well with enemy planes. Now I think we should have a plane down below us, there we go. And just gives you that little bit of extra confidence sometimes if you've not played in a while, just to get used to flying again. Your AI partners will help you out, of course, but they're pretty useless as well because they are AI. So right here, we've managed to take out those planes, so we can continue on our mission. As you see, we've got some suicidal AI components. So, with that was pretty easy, of course, because we were fighting twin-engine heavy fighters. So, not too hard. Of course, if you want a little bit more challenge, you can choose other planes and other combinations. Right here, we're in the G91 against the F5, for example. It's that easy to use, really, and it is a really good way of practicing. Right here as well, we've got some anti-aircraft fire coming up at us, so again, we're going to practice a little bit of avoidance. So it also gives you that opportunity to get some effectively live fire training under your belt. So it can be a very good option just to give you that little bit more confidence heading into a battle, as well as giving you an idea of how to fight certain planes that you're struggling against. Okay guys, I hope you found this somewhat useful and interesting. If you did, leave a comment below, let me know. And also subscriptions and likes and all those usual things, they always help out. But yeah, it's just really a nice, simple, easy system to use, and it's very good for getting some practice in if you are struggling a little bit and are sort of trying to get your eye back into flying. Alright guys, until next time, this is me, Carl Screezilla, wishing you all the best. Bye bye.